We are delighted to present an excerpt from our course, China, Understanding the Fundamentals. In this clip, our chief economist, Diana Shoileva, explains China's hybrid economy. Following the 20th Party Congress in October and the reshuffle of the party leadership, it will be interesting to see whether this will have an impact on the economy and the established hybrid model. Stay until the end of the video to find out our Black Friday deal.
In 2008, China celebrated 40 years of its opening up and the beginning of Deng's 4 modernizations. In that period, a unique model of a hybrid economy evolved. Vast parts of China are still governed by top-down diktat, and several key prices are still determined by the state, not the market. The most important being the price of capital. But China has also let market forces play a large role in determining the balance between supply and demand in a range of markets and industries. And over the years, the size of the market part of China's economy has grown. It's very important to understand that because the market side of its economy is now so large, the party is far from omnipotent. A large number of analysts looking at China seem to believe that the party has all the power it needs to achieve whatever goals it sets. I have never approached analyzing China like that. By opening up and letting market forces in, the party has surrendered some of its control, whether they realize that or not. And it's not that they've necessarily changed their ultimate objective, but they have to react to what's going on in the market part of their economy, and the market can catch them by surprise, as can the rest of the world. China is so gigantic that it can't insulate itself from external influences just by keeping its capital account closed. The global financial crisis brought this idea home for Beijing in a painful way. In fact, one of the party's key ideas for the next phase of China's development is to make the economy self-sustainable and self-sufficient. In that way, China wouldn't be dependent on what is happening in the free market economies of the world. It would be shielded from global shocks. China's leaders have always regarded capitalism not as an end, but as the means to progress and to return China to greatness. They have been remarkably good, though, at giving the private sector enough leeway so it can flourish, but at the same time, keeping wealthy entrepreneurs on a tight leash so they don't have the chance to organize themselves into a rival center of power. China's private entrepreneurs, on the other hand, have always understood the importance of having a state partner in order to develop fast. And they have always been reminded, when necessary, who really is in charge. But in the West, the expectation was that China would eventually morph into a fully fledged market economy. And quite a lot of Western politicians also expected that in time, as China's income per capita went up, people would demand a democratic political system. But more than 40 years on, neither of those expectations have been realized. Far from becoming a fully fledged market economy, Xi Jinping has said very clearly that China plans to pursue its own development model.
Take advantage of our Black Friday deal. Enroll on Inodo Economics course, China, Understanding the Fundamentals, with 50% discount. You can access the course for just $99.50. Simply sign up by November 30th to take advantage of the offer. Use discount code BLACKFRIDAY50. Learn more in the description box below.